My name is Max, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know to play Battle Axe. First of all, Battle Axe is not a weapon with good mobility or high damage. If you want to fight against weapons that have a lot of mobility, like Death Givers, or those with a lot of damage, like Curse Staffs, you're gonna lose. So why should I play Battle Axe? The answer is here. Thin Call or Hammer of Valor. You need to have a Purge on your hat slot. It cannot be anything else. Anything else will be inferior overall. Of course, other builds can work, but this is the most solid and consistent. Purge will solve several other problems, such as lack of damage and mobility, as you can erase some of enemy bonuses. As the next part of our equipment, we're gonna use any jacket that has the middle ability. What matters is the middle ability, as it is one of the strongest abilities in the game. It gives you resistance and reflects a good amount of damage back to the opponent. I used an acid jacket in Spectre Hood because of the IP. In the offhand, we're gonna use Muisek. Another option would be the Face Breaker, but I did some tests and I got some results that Muisek is better. It deals more than the double of the Face Breaker's damage, which combined with your food, which is the Roasted Permi Snapper, which will give you life steal based on the damage you do to the opponent, often makes you last longer than the shoots. Misscout is not an option, as the cooldown reduction does not apply to your first E, which means that regardless of the cooldown reduction you have, you will always be forced to wait 10 seconds if you want to maximize your E damage. Muisek makes you consume a lot of mana, so you will be forced to use any sandals with the middle ability. The cape's kinda hard to choose. I was using that cape because of the rats, but that cape makes you lack of bonus. So I choose the Valorant cape, but sometimes you can miss the shockwave. The Martlock cape is better. It's a better option for Battle Axe when it comes to 1v1 situation. And Smuggler's cape, it's really hard to use this cape when you're using in a build that has a bad mobility. Moving on to combo, the last passive is only for PvE. The first one and the third one depends on your profile. If you're someone that wants to give as much damage as possible, you're gonna use the first one. And if you're someone that wants to endure more throughout the fight, you're gonna use the third one. The second one you're gonna use against builds that run away from you, like glows, bows, and stuff like that, that not allows you to hit them a lot. The sequence of abilities that you're gonna use is gonna look like this. The first W is more to fight against weapons that don't run from you and you can trade damage a lot. It's the strongest W to trade damage. The second W is more solid and consistent. It has a bit of mobility, but not much to chase some weapons. And the third W, you're gonna use against bows that use Assassin Jacket, against peers when they use Cripple, or something that you cannot chase them without this W. It's kind of hard to understand. You have to be creative and fight the matchups. The last two, the others that I showed you, are better. You have to avoid using your third Q of the Battle Axe, as you lose bleeding stacks and lose a lot of damage until your Q returns. You will almost never use your second E right away in the fight. Most of the time, you will wait for the first E to keep resetting until you find a window where you can use both E's. By doing this, you will maximize all your damage throughout the fight. Here's an example of a good fight using almost all the concepts I gave you.